it's sort of a microcosm of what is happening again inside the cannabis industry right now, right? Like I was saying earlier, you have the sort of hemp businesses, you have the marijuana businesses, and we need to remember that this is one plant and that we can come up with regulations that are good for business, good for public health, good for consumers, that also do not pit these businesses against each other. Because right now that's what's happening, and it is opening up the door for prohibitionists and our opposition to come in and use this as a way to reinstate prohibition. And I'm seeing that certainly in Washington to some degree.
So now this law that was passed in California has a end date to it, which was really weird to me, right?
Yeah, the emergency regulations. So it's clear they're not technically a law. They are emergency regulations, so slightly different there. And yes, they are set to expire in March of next year as of right now. Of course, I'm sure that they can extend those. And they're supposed to be using that time between now and then, I think, to sort of come up with what is the plan after this, right? Are these hemp-derived intoxicating products going to be sold in dispensaries only? Are they going to, do something with the licensing structure in California? Clearly, that's to be determined between now and March. But, at the end of the day, I think another thing for the listeners to consider as well is just access to cannabis products too, because the fact that these aren't even being allowed at all, there's a lot of places in California that have moratoriums on marijuana businesses or dispensaries within their localities. And so, purchasing some of these hemp-derived products, full spectrum, CBD, Delta 8 even, might be the only access that they had to any kind of cannabis products. And so we also have to be considerate of the patients and access in places where they may not have it. And so again, you can see that like I keep saying, this issue is so complex. It really just keeps spiderwebbing out no matter how you look at it.
And when you look at what do they mean when they say intoxicating? Do they consider CBN intoxicating?